Dr. Henrietta Choi-Leung, founder and CEO Aura. With the rapid evolving hype on metaverse, how could the in real-life entertainment business models adapt into this new platform to engage into even more extensive reach? In this session, our speakers will discuss how NFT, which is currently considered as the bridge between IRL and virtual reality, can play the essential part in this whole process. Now, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our moderator and panelists. I will now pass the time to Timothy. Timothy, please.
Thank you very much. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Timothy Shan, and today I'm honored to have the chance to host this panel, especially with this celebrity speakers to share their experiences. Because the topic today is talents and entertainment, so all our three guests has something to share regarding these two aspects. So I will just start with a simple intro for our three celebrity speakers. Maybe I start with the Hanjin first because he's more like a public figure in Hong Kong. Seldom people can mention his name. And he has multiple roles. Of course, he is an artist, I would say a musician by professional. But he has also his establishments in technology areas just like NFT. And other technical support businesses. Yeah. To his left, the beautiful lady, Henrietta, and he is also a figurehead, especially in the art area. She's the founder of the Hong Kong Art Gallery Association. And so that's why he is not only an expert in the art area, but especially in the upcoming Art Basel, she probably will show something to the Hong Kong audiences, exhibits in the NFT and other new tech areas. Last but not least, to my left is Chris Mong. Again, he has multiple roles. He himself and his family, by nature, are very well-established trader. He used the term trader, so I follow his pattern. Or you can call it distributor for some what we call conventional businesses, but probably is the largest, one of the largest in Hong Kong. And he himself has a very strong technical background because he owns his own technical firm. And on top, due to this dual motives, i.e. Business plus social development, he has also fostered a few hundred should I say talents, right? Talents, especially in the Greater China area. Yeah. So for me, I have 2 or 3 slides just to mention a bit of my background. So I'm a fund manager by professional, but I'm also an investor and operator of some private equity projects. One is the global Yesports group called Yesports. Though it has only operated for 3 years, but we have achieved quite good results. In terms of membership, we now have close to 7 million members over the world in about 60 plus countries. And due to our active streaming content, we have gathered about 500 plus million audiences for the past 2.5 years. And recently we have achieved for even a single event, there is about 15 million online audience reach for our program. Yeah, next. Because I just heard the speaker mention about metaverse, we are also in the process of thinking how to restructure all our present investments, private equity investments, so that we can expand the core to form a metaverse universe also. Yeah, next. So the other relevant, next. Yeah, so the other relevant operation of mine is we just launched our NFT marketplace by the name of Ward. And the focus for this initial stage is in art, esports, the music, etc. So this is my general background. So without ado, I would like to start by having the three speakers to deliver their comments on some general questions. First, this question is open for all three. First, talents development and entertainment, and now NFT and metaverse. How do you see the developments in your specific sector? Maybe Hanjin first.
The NFTs is just a form of, it's just another token, like in crypto tokens or fungible tokens, and NFTs are non-fungible tokens, which are essentially just smart contracts, and smart contracts are not a new thing. So how the use case of NFTs essentially is essentially the use case of a smart contract. A smart contract if A do B, if C do D. So it's just like Evan said earlier, it's immutable, it's transparent, it's immediate, and it's trustless. Two popular use cases for NFTs are as digital representation of digital rights, which is a form of value, and the representation of membership rights. And all users of NFTs as of today are variants of these two use cases. So in arts and entertainment, like music, movies, games, and other leisure lifestyle products like AR, XR, VR, MR, IoT, anything that's Web3 relevant or can be Web3 relevant can use NFTs. And what is the metaverse? And that's a funky question, because to crypto native people, the metaverse is Decentraland, Crypto Voxel, Somnium Space, Red Fox, Sandbox, well, maybe High Street. But the metaverse really is about attention. So if you, back before technology became really cool and exciting, we spent 99% of our attention on our physical lives. And then along comes the TV set, and that amount of 99% becomes 85%. Along comes the computer, 85% becomes 70%. And along comes the smartphone, and 70% becomes 50%. So our attention has been moved away from our physical lives into another space. This space could be the TV. It could be any one of the FANG environments. It could also be a computer game, and that is the true definition of a metaverse: our attention. And what is the Web 2 and Web 3 migration thing? That's where we should be focusing on right now, because that's what's going to be happening in the next 5 to 6 years. And not just culture and arts, but everything. Everything that Web 2 is in touch with is going to move to Web 3 in the next 5 to 6 years. Just you wait and see.
So how about Henrietta? What's your view?
Yes, so in the traditional art world, it has been a very highbrow industry. Contemporary art and antiques alike, usually you have to buy the piece and then spend a lot of money on insurance and then shipping, and then to move the work around the world to be visible. With the new technology, NFT as a tool, first of all, there could be so many more opportunities and possibilities for young artists and creators alike. There could be a lot of breakdowns of barriers, and then a lot of simulation and immersive. Yeah, we can talk about more when the other questions.
Look forward to your next year Art Pesto show. Chris.
Yeah, I guess as brand owners, we work with a lot of brick and click retailers, and then we want to bring in the artists to promote our products. And NFT becomes an encapsulator because we can help artists make more money. We can create loyalty platform, because everything is within the open ledger. And smart contract not only has a monetary value, it becomes like a tracing of how the products promote, which shops sold that product, which artist is helping to promote those products. That's really, information. People talk about big data, but NFT with the blockchain becomes an enabler. It's inevitable we have this amazing discovery or this technology to help traditional brand to create before very impossible programs like loyalty program, like special complex promotions. Now it can happen.
Great. So we just heard about the implications on NFT on several businesses. But let's move a little bit to a high-level metaverse, because a lot of my friends actually don't have any experience with all these kind of platforms. So they don't have a clue what, like say, music or art or talents can maximize the metaverse environment. Maybe can each of you just make some good examples so that the audience has a better picture?
Sure. So one of the examples of metaverse and art matched together is the using of Minecraft as a game and invite artists to join in and create their art in there. So the most recent project that we have been involved in would involve the Minecraft environment, and then we would hire a Minecraft production team to create art with the curator support inside of Minecraft. So for those who have no access and no experience in Minecraft, it's a very low entry point kind of game because my son plays it. But even if you don't want to, then there are versions where they could be extracted to become an AR version where you can still experience, but you cannot really enter into certain areas. The thing is with metaverse and COVID, we are able to showcase our artists' work. Like, what I mean is fine art, contemporary art, conceptual art within universal platform and metaverse, so everybody in the world can have a chance to see the good stuff. Yeah.
And Jin.
Applications of
Metaverse, the specific applications that you see specifically enhancing.
Well, OpenSea is one of the most popular metaverses right now. You can't play any games in there, but you can trade NFTs. And just like what they were talking about last year, it's essentially become baseball card trading on steroids. So you find tens of thousands of people spending hours every day mulling over OpenSea, going back and forth from rarity tools and flip, and finding out rarities, understanding different collections, what they were about, what the roadmaps have, and if they have any future in terms of investment. And they buy, and they flip, and they hodl, and they sweep the floor, and they check the prices, and that is a metaverse. That's something that nobody really talks about. But a lot of people spend hours a day just staring at the price action, just like you would on a crypto market. And I think that's an interesting point to point out. Another thing I like to share is builders. Most people talk about the use cases of NFTs and the metaverse as an end user. And we think about Ready Player One type scenarios. We're a long way to go from there, because like haptic suits, yes, it's exciting, but when will the day be? Maybe in 5 years, 6 years, where you can put on an entire suit and then somebody jabs you from Zimbabwe all the way in Hong Kong, we can feel him poke us in the armpit. That's a ways away. But right now, what is already going on is the people who built it. Builders are having a really hard time making things happen because the market is essentially quite illiquid. Yes, the crypto market is huge and exciting. There are hundreds of millions there are 100 million active crypto wallets, but in the NFT market, there are only 30,000 to 60,000 active wallets. That's a really like illiquid market. It's going to be hard to find a buyer, even if you have a fantastic product. So you have to wait for a pump. And also, it's a very simple market. There are no derivatives in this market to control price action, and market making is non-existent. So it's an honest market. If it's hot, it's going to fly, and if it's not, it's going to bear. It's scary. So in a market like this, I want to encourage builders to start building their projects and creating new ways to use NFT to help solve real-life pain points, like musicians not making enough money to make rent, illustrators and artists not able to get gallery work, not able to find management, game makers not able to get their products off the ground, and even when they get their products off the ground and they don't make enough money to pay rent. And NFTs and the metaverse can solve these problems. Chris?
Yeah, if I may show the slides, I totally agree with you, man. And we try something new, is that our CMC lab, I just want to share like the NFT slides at the last 5 at the end. We actually gathered the artists to go to special regions in Hong Kong, like Sam Sui Po or Kowloon City. If you look, is that we have these classes that they take kids and also NGO kids to have sketches of our community. And that's it. If you take a look at what we've done the past 2 years, but then as the NFT element comes in, is that we can allow the artists to make money. On their platform, they can have classes, and they can buy tokens, or as they buy our products in the retail shops, as they buy stuff on our retail shop, they also get the coupon, like I said before, as sort of like a loyalty point or promotion points. So if you keep clicking on the PowerPoint, you will see that we actually have a very nice ecosystem within our customer, our clients, and the artists, and the brand. So it's a necessity. And then you see like a new concept we have is that like a sketch me. People like to have their own avatar, okay? They can actually go on a Zoom, and then, you know, a couple hundred of our great artists can help them build their avatar and make money, okay? And they can send that to their friends. That could be a good marketing strategy to increase the network effect so that great artists like this guy will get more exposure.
Great. Then come to the last question. With your mentioning of the NFT metaverse, looks like it's becoming part of our daily lives. So what kind of advices you can provide the audience, really how they make the best out of it? Doesn't matter for money making or for exhibiting their artworks, etc. So maybe Henrietta.
I think keeping an open mind is very important. First, of course, you have to have a wallet ready. Instead of holding your drops with your friend, it's worth just starting a wallet first. In terms of art, I just want to say that there is supposed to be a distinguish between collectibles and contemporary art. I'm here to represent contemporary art. I hope all of you will spend some time to understand media art, video art, and how art art actually impact you as a person. And NFTs and metaverse as a tool can help you save your art securely. And for the creators and the artists, you can probably skip the galleries and do it yourself. But if you don't, then you still have to think about the royalties, secondary royalties that you can get while you sell your works. That would be a great cut.
Hanjin.
Yeah, two angles. One as an end user or fan, a supporter, an investment, DYOR. Set up your MetaMask or Trust Wallet or Formatic, whatever wallet is of your choice. And get ready to pick up on stuff that you don't want to miss out on. Think of things in a 3 to 5 year span instead of trying to flip it next week. That'd be very helpful. From a builder standpoint, and because we are in Cyberport, we have to talk about the builders. Build now, build quickly, build boldly. Don't be afraid. You're gonna sweat and you're gonna bleed, but it's okay. It's probably worth it. It only makes sense that before Web 2 and into Web 2, and then we're going into Web 3, that back then, if you're going to be a celebrity, whatever sphere you're in, let's say music, you're going to need like 100,000 fans to make a decent living, because people have to buy your CDs. And in Web 2, you might be able to go get by with 1,000 fans, because you can do merch, and basically there's a whole book on it. You can read that. But in the NFT space today, what it promises is you can get by with 10 fans, hardcore fans that will pick up a piece from you every month at, say, 1,000 Hong Kong a piece. And you work hard to serve your fans, and your fans will pick up on these things with the faith that in 5 years' time, this $1,000 per piece is going to be worth 10x, 100x, 500x. Yeah, and I think as a builder, I'm going to keep making demos. My first 3 drops are all demos. And I'm going to keep hand-holding, but on top of that, because it's too slow, I'm going to build a platform. And this platform is going to help people build NFT collections, find their core markets, and hopefully find you guys and make a world a better place for everybody.
People have to watch out for Hanjin's newly launched platform. So, Chris.
Yeah, I do have a slide. My insight as a trader, I really started with just plunging into the crypto world. And actually, while my slide is not up, I want to say most important thing for me was really learning the jargon. You know, they talk about fear of missing out or do your own research, you know, and it's really about learning, and I find this to be very important, is to plunge into it. And I think last thing I want to talk about is that it's on an information superhighway, you know, crypto and all these blockchain technology, and that information is as information like NFT and all that becomes like a commodity now because of blockchain. I really want to, you know, say that, you know, with like platform like Watts, you know, while we're trading all these things, when you know, Walt Disney holding Mickey Mouse is trading at about $10,000 right now from $2,000 US. It's all these are, you know, great opportunity to get onto these great arts with a very secure platform, and we need to help, you know, have great people like them to evangelize the safety, and also to recruit more great artists, great content to build up onto the this blockchain wagon. But it's inevitable. It's like HTML5. As a developer, when HTML5 came out, it completely changed our dev world. And it's up to these people great content provider, great venue provider, and platform provider to help us get into the game. And that's great.
Can we have just answer just one question being posted? If okay, then the question is how to protect yourself as a creator or artist, with just a short comment.
Find the right developer partner. Tech partner is very important.
Learn. Take the time to read. TLDR, too long, didn't read. Read everything.
Yeah, I think it's a 24/7. And also I believe in one thing is really understanding Gen X and Alpha generation. And Gen Z and the Alpha generation. Observing what they are doing, how they are doing great things, is helping me get into this 24/7 world, multitasking, even as the oldie like me.
Great. So today, thanks for the comments from our three speakers. Thank you very much.